Well, 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 look who's back to play Mario 3D World Part 5. It's yours truly, Donald J. Trump. I must say, guys, I've got the best Mario skills, tremendous skills. Nobody plays Mario better than me, believe me.
Oh, shut up, Donald. You've told us that 100 times already. And why do you need to introduce yourself? You're here every night, unfortunately. Whoever we're waiting for is our beautiful lady, Michelle. Nice to see you back, Michelle.
Oh, come on now, Donald. While you might have a bigly ego, let's not forget who the true Mario champion is. Michelle and I have been honing our teamwork ever since we aced Part 4. It's all about that synergy.
You tell him, Barack, and thanks, Joe. It's nice to be back and play a game with you guys. But Barack is right. Teamwork makes the dream work. And speaking of dreams, Donald, I'm glad you decided to join us again. Maybe this time around, you'll actually learn a thing or two from the masters. So keep your eyes open.
Well, I just want to chime in here and say that I'm thrilled to be part of this Mario crew. Jill and I used to have some quality grandkid time playing Mario. And let me tell you, I can still give those young whippersnappers a run for their money. It's a fact.
Well, Joe, while you might be good at running, I'm the one who's good at running the show, and that includes Mario. I've got the best Mario strategies, tremendous strategies, believe me. And by the way, has anyone seen Sleepy Toad? He's even slower than Sleepy Joe. I've seen it.
Now, let's keep it friendly, Donald. Remember, we're all on the same team here, trying to save the Mushroom Kingdom from whatever Bowser's cooked up this time. And better be a team player after all the Mario Kart games. Hope you not forget how to actually be in a team, because we need to work together.
Absolutely, honey. And Donald, I must admit, it's great to have you back for Part 5. I've been practicing some new moves, so get ready to be amazed by the Michelle magic.
Well, Michelle, I'm all ears, or should I say all buttons. Just make sure you explain the controller buttons again. Last time I got a bit tangled up and I accidentally made Mario do the moonwalk. Quite the show, I must say.
Joe, that must have been quite a sight. Maybe we can call it the Biden Boogie. But let's cut the talk and get this game rolling. I've got some serious Mario business to attend to, and I intend to show you all how it's done, believe me.
Well, that sounds interesting, Donald, but before you start talking nonsense again, let me ask something first. I thought, or actually hoped, that I wouldn't see your face in the news so soon, but unfortunately, you showed up again. How was your visit to the police station? Good photo, I must say.
Oh, for heaven's sake, those idiots had no right at all to embarrass me like that. I didn't do anything at all, so it's complete nonsense.
Opinions are divided about that again, Donald. Your case has been in the news for weeks, right? But I do like to see other people make fun of you once in a while. Normally, you embarrass yourself, ha-ha.
Well, maybe it's an interesting topic to discuss for a moment. Let's take a little detour from the Mario game because we have that under control. Donald, I've always been curious to know your in-depth thoughts on the police system in America. It's a topic that's close to all of our hearts and one that we've each grappled with during our time in office. So what is your opinion about it? And please be kind, not just aggressive thoughts because they take a photo of you.
That was indeed ridiculous. But okay, you know, nobody discusses the police system like I do. I've been around, seen more police than you can believe. They're always there like my loyal supporters. And let me tell you, some of those police cars, they're painted beautifully like they're straight out of a Trump Tower color palette. I've got an eye for these things.
Oh, Donald, you never cease to amaze us with your unique perspective on matters. But let's get to the heart of the issue. The police system isn't just about the aesthetics of their vehicles. It's about the very foundation of safety, justice, and fairness in our communities.
Michelle's absolutely right. We need a police system that's not just efficient and effective, but one that's accountable and respects the rights of all citizens. We've got to build trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve.
You know, Joe, building things is what I've always done best. Buildings, golf courses, even the best words. But I'll tell you what, when it comes to the police, I've got the best solutions, tremendous solutions. Maybe we could have a Trump Tower Police Edition where the cops get gold badges and everything. It'd be luxurious, believe me.
Donald, you really know how to inject your unique brand into any discussion. But let's focus on the substance here. We're talking about addressing systemic issues, investing in proper training, and creating an environment where every citizen feels protected and valued.
And on the topic of training, Donald, maybe you could lend your expertise in teaching the officers some of those business negotiation tactics you're so renowned for. I can only imagine it'd be quite the distinctive experience.
Michelle, I've got to say, that's not a bad idea at all. Negotiation is my strong suit, and believe me, I could teach those officers a thing or two about deal making. Imagine this: the art of the deal meets the badge of honor. It's got a certain ring to it, doesn't it?
While negotiation skills could indeed be valuable, we also need to address the root causes of crime and work to prevent it from happening in the first place. It's about investing in education, economic opportunities, and accessible mental health resources.
Absolutely, Joe. It's a multifaceted approach that requires collaborative effort and open conversation. However, let's not forget that a touch of humor can help us navigate even the weightiest of discussions.
You're right on target, Barack. Humor is a great tool, just like me. And hey, maybe I could host a reality show called Police Apprentice, where officers compete in challenges that showcase their commitment to the community. Ratings would be huge, believe me.
Oh, Donald, you truly have a unique talent for entertainment, but let's not stray from our focus, creating lasting positive change. Our communities deserve a police system that's fair, just, and deeply committed to upholding everyone's rights.
Michelle's absolutely right. We've got serious work ahead of us, and finding common ground is the foundation. So, Donald, while your suggestions might lean toward the unconventional, let's all work together to bring about meaningful change in the way our police system operates.
Well, you know, folks, I've always claimed to be a master at making deals. So perhaps we can strike a deal to revamp the police system, one that everyone can be proud of, even if it doesn't involve gold badges.
All right, everyone, let's fire up the game and see who's really got the skills to succeed. And remember, no matter what happens, at least we're not dealing with political Koopas and partisan piranha plants here. It's a refreshing change.
You're absolutely right, honey. And hey, Donald, just a little reminder. It's all in good fun. No need for any Trump tantrums if things don't go your way. We're here to enjoy ourselves.
And if things get a bit challenging, we can always ask Kamala for a little VP power-up. She has a knack for getting things done, just like she does in real life.
Ha, you guys are really something else, you know? But you know what? I'm ready to prove myself. Let's make the Mushroom Kingdom great again. With me as the best Mario, of course. It's going to be amazing. I'm currently in first place, so that's a good start.
Donald, you're aware that we're not playing Mario Kart, but Mario 3D World, and we're a team, right? Geez, how many times do we need to explain this to you? But enough talk, let's focus up and have fun, remember? Michelle is back in action, so you better watch out for her epic moves on the virtual battlefield.
Yeah, she did great. I hope you're saving your skills for the final Bowser level, Michelle. Anyway, have you guys spotted any good power-ups that we can use? Actually, I forgot what kinds of power-ups this game has. My mind's still stuck on Mario Brothers.
Well, let me tell you, nobody understands the concept of power-ups quite like I do. I've been in positions of power my whole life, tremendous power. And just as in the Mario universe, having the best power-ups is absolutely essential for achieving greatness. Let me explain it to you, Joe.
Oh, Donald, you really have a way of tying everything back to your personal experiences. But let's shift our attention to the game itself. Mario boasts an impressive range of power-ups from basic mushrooms to fiery flowers and beyond.
Michelle's absolutely right. It's like the journey of progress, not just in Mario, but in real life too. You start small with a basic mushroom, then gradually evolve into a more powerful force with the help of the fire flower. It's a clear path of growth.
It surprises me that you actually know the difference between a flower and a basic mushroom. You know I'm all about growth. My business empire is living proof of that. But let's not forget the superstar power-up. It's similar to me in many ways, invincible, unstoppable. People often say I'm like a superstar.
Donald, I think that's one comparison that most people can agree on. But coming back to the idea of invincibility, let's not underestimate the significance of the Tanuki suit. It represents adaptability, much like leading a nation. It requires the ability to adapt to changing circumstances.
And while we're on the subject of adaptability, we mustn't overlook the cat suit introduced in Mario 3D World. It's like Mario putting on his own version of a power outfit, allowing him to climb walls, engage in cat-like antics, and be versatile in tackling challenges.
Absolutely, Michelle. Versatility is key. And let's not forget the impact of power-up panels in Mario Party either. They mirror the unpredictability of political debates in the Mushroom Kingdom. You never quite know what you're going to get.
Joe, I have to admit, you've really nailed it there. Those panels can be as unpredictable as my very own Twitter feed. But let's get back on track. We're here to talk power-ups, and while each of us has our own unique perspective, there's no denying my understanding of power.
While we can't deny your familiarity with power, Donald, let's also recognize the wisdom inherent in the Mega Mushroom. It's a reminder that being bigger isn't always synonymous with being better. It's how you wield your power that truly counts.
Absolutely, Barack. And speaking of wisdom, the one-up mushroom imparts a valuable lesson in resilience. In both the game and real life, challenges may come our way, but just like Mario, we keep bouncing back, refusing to be defeated.
Michelle, that's a great point. Resilience is indeed essential. And while we're on the topic of lessons, let's not forget the propeller mushroom. It symbolizes the idea that sometimes taking a leap of faith can propel us to unexpected heights.
I have to say, you're all making some fantastic points here, really outstanding points. But remember, folks, in the game of Mario, as in life, strategic thinking is crucial to come out on top. And let's be honest, nobody strategizes quite like me. It's a fact.
Well, Donald, I'll give you that credit. You have a reputation as a strategist in your own right. But let's not lose sight of the main goal here. We're here to have fun, engage in a lighthearted discussion about Mario, and not turn this into a competitive arena, just as there's no need for blue shells in our real-world interactions.
Exactly, honey. Let's enjoy the game and celebrate the variety of power-ups that have made Mario an iconic figure in the gaming world. And who knows, perhaps we can even draw some wisdom from Mario's lessons on teamwork and facing challenges head-on together.
Michelle, you've hit the nail on the head once again. Teamwork, resilience, adaptability. These are the values that Mario embodies, and they're values we can definitely learn from and apply to our own lives. Plus, there's something deeply satisfying about squashing those pesky Goombas.
Absolutely, Joe. I must say, so far we're doing well, don't you think? Hopefully we can keep this momentum going, as it would be helpful for the upcoming levels. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm genuinely curious. What do you all think is the game that our viewers enjoy the most?
That's a good question, Barack. Well, let me tell you, understanding viewers' preferences is something I've mastered. With my extensive experience in the entertainment industry, TV, beauty pageants, you name it, I've learned what captivates an audience. And I can assure you, viewers love a game that's all about achieving big wins, tremendous wins.
Oh, Donald, your ability to relate everything back to your personal experiences is truly something, but let's think about what our viewers might be drawn to. I believe they'd be interested in a game that blends creativity, strategy, and a touch of nostalgia. We're also eager to know your preferences, so feel free to drop your opinions in the comments. Don't hesitate to let us know which games you like the most. We love connecting with you.
Absolutely right. We'd love to see your support. Leave a kind comment, and if you don't want to miss any of our videos, hit that notification button and subscribe to President's Game. But Michelle, I think you're spot on. And you know which game encapsulates all those aspects, the Legend of Zelda series. Just like navigating the challenges of leadership, you need wisdom, courage, and the right guidance to overcome the obstacles in your path.
Joe, that's an interesting perspective. But let's not forget games that embody luxury and sophistication. Something that reflects the best, much like a game version of a luxurious Trump property. I believe that's the kind of opulent experience that viewers truly crave, believe me.
Donald, your affinity for grandeur is undeniable. However, let's also consider games that emphasize unity and teamwork. Games like Overcooked, where collaboration is essential to creating a masterpiece, much like how we work together during our time in office.
Honey, I couldn't agree more. Unity and teamwork are vital qualities, which is why I believe that viewers might be inclined toward games like Among Us. The element of uncovering hidden intentions is reminiscent of maneuvering the complex political landscape.
Michelle, that's a thought-provoking point. But we shouldn't overlook the appeal of games like Animal Crossing. It's about building your own world, nurturing relationships, and sometimes dealing with a bit of chaos, much like life in the real world.
Joe, you might be onto something there, but let's also consider games that offer larger-than-life experiences, just like me. Grand Theft Auto comes to mind. It's similar to taking control of a city, making deals, and, well, executing things according to my vision.
Donald, that's quite the comparison you've made. However, let's not lose sight of the allure of games that weave captivating narratives. Games like The Last of Us, for instance, can evoke emotions and spark discussions. They're a journey, mirroring our own political journeys in many ways.
Honey, that's a thoughtful and insightful choice. However, I believe viewers might also enjoy games like Minecraft. It's all about innovation, creation, and thinking beyond boundaries qualities that resonated with us during our time leading the nation.
Michelle, I think you've struck a chord there. And speaking of qualities, let's not forget the allure of puzzle games like Portal. Figuring out the intricacies of navigating challenges is somewhat similar to deciphering complex policies, a challenge in its own right.
Joe, you bring up a valid point, but let's also recognize games that exude audacity and boldness. Games that command attention and make waves. Think along the lines of Call of Duty, where you're constantly immersed in action and decision-making, similar to my experiences during my time in office.
Donald, you're right. But at the end of the day, what truly matters is that our viewers find games that resonate with them, bringing joy and engagement. It's about connecting through shared experiences, much like what we're doing right here and now.
Exactly, honey. Whether it's games that evoke nostalgia, encourage teamwork, or stimulate our minds, what's most important is that everyone is having fun, just like we did during our spirited Mario discussions.
Hell yeah, Michelle, you're right. Our viewers deserve games that entertain, captivate, and offer a much-needed escape from the daily routine. So let's raise a toast to the magic of gaming and the sense of camaraderie.
Hell yeah, Joe! Alrighty then! Everyone gather around, because I've got a story that's too good to keep to myself. A little tale from my days as an entertainer that I think you'll all enjoy. Get ready for some top-notch entertainment anecdotes. And for those watching, did you know I had a knack for entertainment in my past?
Ooh, please. Can someone pass me a bit of duct tape for Donald's mouth? I can't handle that kind of talk tonight.
Duct tape, Grandpa, this isn't a fairy tale, but here's the real deal. Listen up.
Shut up, Joe. Ooh, this sounds intriguing. Okay, Donald, we're all ears. Tell us straight, what kind of captivating entertainment were you delivering back in the day?
Well, hold on tight, folks, because I was quite the showman. I used to host beauty pageants, not just any pageants, but the absolute best ones. Women from every corner would gather, all competing for a share of my attention. The ratings? Tremendous. I always had the highest ratings.
Donald, I can only imagine the buzz those pageants created. But speaking of entertainment, I have a vivid memory of when Barack and I appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show. We danced, laughed, and it was a huge hit with the audience.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that too, Michelle. It was a blast. But Donald, I've got to ask, did you ever consider throwing a dance-off into the mix at one of your pageants? I mean, that would have been something to see. Just a heads up, it might be adults only, considering the potential lasting impact on children if they witnessed your entertainment.
Ha ha, very amusing, Joe, an asshole. Let me tell you, I've got the most incredible dance moves. People always tell me that, but you know, I had to save some of my best moves for those exclusive Mar-a-Lago soirees. You can't reveal all your secrets at once, right?
Ah, the legendary Mar-a-Lago parties. I've heard a few stories about those events. But circling back to the dance floor, Michelle's got some serious skills herself. Remember when she appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show, tearing it up?
Oh, that was a blast, honey. Ellen and I had so much fun dancing together, but gentlemen, let's not lose focus. It's Donald's turn to share his entertainment escapades.
You're absolutely right, Michelle. We're all ears, Donald. Were there any standout moments from your time as an entertainer that you'd be willing to share with us?
Well, here's a memorable one for you. I hosted this beauty pageant, and it was enormous, really massive. Naturally, I was the host. So during the talent segment, there was this contestant who blew everyone away. She juggled bowling balls while riding a unicycle. You had to see it to believe it.
Juggling bowling balls on a unicycle, really? Now that's quite the talent. But Donald, did you ever consider showcasing your own unique talents? I've heard you're quite the wordsmith. Ever thought about trying stand-up comedy?
Barack, let me tell you, I've got the best stand-up comedy material. People love my jokes. They laugh, they applaud. But I save my best zingers for those dramatic boardroom showdowns on The Apprentice. Timing is everything, you know.
The Apprentice. That was quite the show. But Donald, I've always believed that humor is a fantastic way to connect with people. Remember when I did the carpool karaoke segment with James Corden? That was a riot.
Michelle, that was iconic. But let's not forget, our focus here is on camaraderie. How about sharing one of your top jokes from your stand-up comedy days, Donald?
All right, you've convinced me. Here's one for you. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the Trump Tower, of course, the best tower, a tremendous tower.
Ooh, no, Donald, but it's true. Entertainment comes in all forms, and laughter is a universal language that brings people together.
Absolutely, honey. And you know what they say? Laughter is the best medicine. It's a wonderful way to build connections, foster friendships, and create unforgettable memories.
Well, Donald, thank you for sharing your entertaining story with us, although it's not really my cup of tea. So it's clear that each of us has our own unique experiences that have brought joy and amusement to people's lives in various ways.
With pleasure, Joe, and you're absolutely right. Whether it's hosting beauty pageants, producing TV shows, or showcasing dance moves, each of us has contributed our fair share of entertainment to the world, and that's something to be proud of.
Yes, you certainly are confident about your own actions, aren't you? After all that self-assuredness, is there also something that you are not proud of?
Well, I don't know why you're bringing up this topic, but fine, I don't have any secrets. So let me tell you about a time when I wasn't exactly at my best. A situation where even I had to admit that I wasn't proud of myself.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm getting the popcorn ready. And people, you might want to record this because these moments are rare.
Haha, indeed, Michelle, this is quite the moment. Go on, Donald, we're all ears.
All right, so picture this. I'm at a fancy gala, lots of important people. I'm giving a speech, a tremendous speech, of course. And then out of nowhere, my tie gets caught in the microphone stand. Can you believe it? There I am, tugging at my tie, trying to free myself while everyone's watching. It was definitely not a shining moment.
Ooh, haha, Donald, that must have been quite the sight. But honestly, who hasn't had a wardrobe malfunction? I remember a time when I got my heel stuck in a grate during an event. It happens to the best of us.
Michelle, you're right. I've had my share of mishaps too. But Donald, I have to say I'm surprised to hear you admitting to a moment of vulnerability.
Well, Joe, I'm a man of many talents, but even I have my moments. And let me tell you, trying to look presidential while yanking on a microphone-strangled tie isn't a good look, believe me.
You know, Donald, it's moments like these that remind us that we're all human. But I have to ask, did you manage to free yourself from the microphone stand, or did you have to call for backup?
Oh, I eventually managed to wrestle myself free, but not without a struggle. My tie suffered a bit of damage, though. Had to send it to the cleaners, and they couldn't believe the story I told them.
Haha, I can only imagine their reaction. But Donald, you know, these stories make you more relatable. People appreciate a leader who can laugh at themselves from time to time.
That's absolutely true. And you know, Donald, I've had my fair share of gaffes too. I once accidentally referred to my wife as my sister during a speech. Now that was a moment I'd rather forget.
Oh yeah, Joe, I remember that one. Yikes. But you're right, it's those relatable moments that endear us to the public. We're not infallible, and that's okay.
Well, you know, folks, I've always said I'm not afraid to show my human side. Even the best of us can have a little mishap now and then. But let's not forget the tremendous successes I've had too.
Absolutely, Donald. We all have our ups and downs, and those moments make up the tapestry of our lives. It's all part of being human.
Well, Donald, thanks for sharing that amusing story with us. It's a good reminder that humility is a trait we can all embrace.
You're welcome, Joe. But for now, I think it's time to get some extra sleep. It was a good game and nice to play with you guys, but now I'm calling it a night.
Yeah, I thought it was strange that you were talking so openly about your mistakes. That can never end with a good feeling. Anyway, that's how we know you again, Donald.
Haha, good thing we're always prepared every time we see Donald, huh, Joe? Well, it was nice to reconnect with you guys, and it was lovely to play Mario 3D World again. Looking forward to the next round.
Indeed, guys, thanks for playing tonight. And to our viewers, thanks for watching again. We appreciate your support, so drop a nice comment if you enjoyed the video. We look forward to having you back for our next one.
All right, bye, guys, and thanks, Michelle. See you later.
Good evening, everyone. See you.